It's stenciling made easy. With just a few simple tricks, you can make your next cake flawless in a fraction of the time. Cake stencils are sure to impress, as long as you know how to use them. And it's easy to avoid problems if you use these 10 tips. First things first, shape your stencil. This is really important for keeping your image crisp. You want your stencils curved just like your cake. If they aren't flush with the surface, your icing could sneak in through the cracks. So store them curved in a small round pan like this one. Try to let them sit for a week if you can, or at least a couple of days. Tip number 2, proper placement. You want your stencil resting against your cake board to help make sure it doesn't shift around. So find the height you want and cut it down to size, or add a little extra. Tip 3, lock it down. Make sure your stencil is stuck in place. Use a little shortening in each corner, then use a fondant smoother to stick it on. Or if you're using a fondant that is set, use medical tape and a clothespin. Tip 4, consider your color. You can add gel color to your royal icing, but the more you add, the more it breaks down. So if you're going for something dark, like black, you might want to use a pre-mix that's already been colored. Tip number 5, double duty. For a layered look to your cake, try stenciling with dust first, offsetting the stencil, and then laying your royal down. Tip number 6, exit strategy. Removing the stencil is the part that makes a lot of people nervous, but don't worry, it's really not as hard as it seems. Just hold one side down, keep constant pressure so it doesn't move, and use your free hand to peel off the stencil starting from the other side. Tip 7, keep it clean. Be sure to wipe your stencil off between every application. Use a damp cloth to get the extra royal off. You just want to make sure you don't end up with icing where you don't want it for the next round. And when you're finished with your cake, make sure you wash the stencil well right away, dry it, and put it back in your pan. Tip number 8, the final round. Say you've stenciled all the way around your cake and now you're short on room. No problem. Just mask off the parts you don't need, stencil the rest, and finish the seam with a little extra decoration. Tip 9, top it off. Remember, stencils aren't just for the side of the cake. If you're making a smaller cake and the top is visible, you can add another stencil right there. And bonus, it's much easier to place. And finally, tip number 10, magic eraser. If you end up with any icing in the wrong spot, just grab a dry, clean paintbrush and some vodka or water, and rub it off slowly, layer by layer. Try these 10 tips next time you stencil. Your cake will look great and it will also save you a lot of time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click the eye in the top right corner of this video to learn more cake decorating techniques, or to find the supplies I've been using in this video.